morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. Is it actually gonna work this time? What the heck, OBS-kun? Why are you being the ultimate hater? That bothers me a lot. Cause what the heck? Why? Why do you have to truly embrace the pain and suffering for real, for real? Okay, please stay back. Now I have to go back to the story. For where I left off because I had to close out my app. So over here it should be after the fight. Alright, no fear. So let me just fast forward until I get to a choice. And we're gonna speed on through. Yeah. Just keep on speeding. Let's see. What happened just now? What, that happened? Okay, Kelsey. Hey, girl. Who am I? I'm confused. I'm lost. Amia? We're Logos and W. I'm as confused as you are. Do you? Okay. Good morning, Cruz. ... Peace. Did you see all that too? It would be nice if everything was real. It's lively here. Thank you. And now let's keep on going up. Whee! How wonderful. Who else will I see here? Tallulah? Reunion doesn't exist. Cash J? Standing still. Lots and lots of dots. Rhodes Island. More dots. This isn't right. This isn't... Ooh. And now we're almost there. What are they? How can you stay so calm? Why is it being guided by what I want? Priestess. My hopes? Will I meet Teresa? There. Amia! Caught up. Dr. Kelsey. Glad you're both here. Hesitate. I'm not. There's no hesitation here. If I hesitate, OBS-kun's gonna go poof. I was looking all over for you, Doctor. You look a little different. Your clothes? Teresa left me this dress. So she really is here? I haven't seen her. I sense no presence of her aboard this Rhodes Island, in fact. Did you run into any danger? I'm fine. So many memories flow before me. But not only memories, emotions too. Rich ones are in every shape and form. I think that the people that we saw were truly alive. But this form of life just makes me... sad. After walking down this corridor and seeing you, I think I understand now. The emotions that I felt all stem from the same source, Doctor. Me? I think that's cute how Teresa left me a dress. Yes. I touched you, Doctor. I've never done that before. The girl holds her hand just as she's always done, but a little tighter, and more carefully this time. Everyone wants to hold my hand, huh? I know that you've changed a lot compared to the past, Doctor, but considering all that we've experienced together, I'm even more convinced that the you who stands before me now has always been the you that I've trusted the most. Memory may tell falsehoods, but emotion always speaks the truth. I'm too used to seeing Amiya in dark colors. Like, she's cute in white, but I prefer her messenger outfit that I have on my home screen. There are many things that I still don't understand at this moment. I have questions that can't be answered until we see Teresa once more. No matter what happens, no matter how many unhappy endings await us, you'll stand by my side, won't you, Doctor? I will. I am Dr. Misaki of Rhode Island. Good. That's all I can ask for. Let's go find Teresa then.
First, we must figure out how to leave. The answers we seek are not here. Though this is no illusion, heaven and earth, life and death, it is all falsehood.
Huh. So even if you leave that dreary gallery of fakes, you just find yourself wandering around an even bigger stage. Who the hell set up these curtains for us? Their taste sucks. Oh, looks like the main cast is finally here. Hey Crone, let's put that all-knowing brain of yours to good use. I've got a real big question I want answered. Where the hell are we? Well, that answers the question then, Omnanum. The slow panning. Omnum nom me. Omnanum went nom. For reals. Well, I'm going to break out of its belly. Silly Omnanum. You think you can nom me? Nah, I nom you. A small boat drifting atop an endless golden sea.
We are within Originium. Within Originium, there exists a universe.
Okay. I was so close to the end there. Oh, now it's another tough fight. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Let's just go. Universe? What's a universe?
No language that you're familiar with has such a word. It is a concept far wider than the land and the sky. It is all of space and time, and everything contained within them. Even the most arrogant of gods are unable to claim mastery over it as a whole, because the world itself signifies infinity, as well as the possibility for constant change. However, Originium is able to incorporate it in its entirety, all in finest detail, forming a simulated universe within.
Okay, stop. In short, we got two things. One, for some unknown reason, we were dragged into the Originium along with the airship. Not that anybody knows how tiny little rocks can have this huge space inside of them. Two, we're not dead, and we don't know how we're still alive inside this universe in the Originium, right?
A reasonably accurate summation of the matter.
No reaction? Not even a raised eyebrow? W, did you just throw a bomb into the sea? What else would I throw? I had to test the water somehow. The bomb's as good as my hand, right? The old hag said that we got stuck inside the Originium. Maybe I could have, oh so conveniently, blown a hole. Look out!
What the hell just happened? It was like there was something pulling on me.
The yellow stuff down there is liquid Originium, right?
What else could the bomb have blown up? It would not have ignited. There is no energy present to fuel reaction. I cannot sense any Originium within this Originium sea. Perhaps I should have phrased it differently. As all Originium outside this realm exists in a combination with one another, with other matter, so too must it abide by the laws of the external universe. But here, those laws are dictated by Originium itself.
You're not making any more sense than the old hag.
We have entered a place that operates in its own grammar. I can sense the language contained within this sea of Originium, vast, boundless, without limit. As of yet, I have been unable to thoroughly analyze it. Stop, Logos. Do not attempt to comprehend this language for now. We should not disturb it. Although it is highly likely that we are already within danger sights, the fact that this ship is permitted to exist is proof enough that we are safe, at least for now.
Rhodes. Island. The ship. And the Originium Sea. Rhodes Island? Rhodes Island. Probably can only reach her through the Originium, but if she can haunt me whenever she wants, that's terrifying.
This Rhodes Island exists because of you, Dr. Misaki. We should have been assimilated by the Originium and become part of the ocean. Thanks to you, we are not. You have changed. No, redefined a portion of the law. Under circumstances that you yourself could not perceive, you have used this language.
The one I spoke earlier? I don't remember it. Sometimes it's in my brain, sometimes it's not. Brain not braining.
Ha! Who would have thought that you had that sort of thing in you? Don't tell me that those weird dioramas in the ship were all your dream or something. Those heartwarming illusions were disgusting.
I didn't like them either. ...
Himph.
W turns her head, pondering as she looks ahead. She has barely even glanced at you since you entered the assimilated universe.
The real question is, now that we barge into the Originium, how do we get out? Can this haunted ship take us somewhere?
Rhodes Island sails atop the Ariat Sea. It resembles a mirror of purest gold more than anything else, its surface unblemished, nary a ripple in sight. A question suddenly comes to mind. Are you really sailing? The ocean's surface seems static. Everything else does, really. It's too quiet. I can't feel anything. Flowing emotions, rich memories. It's all faded away. Dr. Kelsey, this is inside Originium, right? I don't understand. It's already devoured so much. Cities destroyed by catastrophe. People died of eripathy. Shouldn't traces of all these lives be here in the sea? Why is there nothing here?
Because this is the end. Everything sealed away by the Originium is trapped in this unchanging, undying end.
Oh, how wonderful! A good place where even the dead can't die. Not even the Laterans could think of something so heavenly. No wonder there's no sarcasm aboard the ship. How could a sweet, blissful place like this have devils like us? No... sarcasm? You might be right. Other than you and Logos, I haven't seen a single sarcasm since we arrived. The sarcasm. They're closely connected with Originium, but where are they?
Good question, Amiya.
Did the ship ram into something?
Is there something on the water?
Did the ship run into something as one do when you're a ship, I guess? Is it asserting dominance? Or attempting to assert dominance? ... is right.
Sight.
Those shadows are sarcasm. They're...
Marching. The war eternal continues, no matter if it is on the battlefield outside or in here. No matter if they are dead or alive.
Countless sarcasm shadows appear above the surface of the sea. Wendigos, Diablos, Nochzerers, Banshees, along with many ancient clans lost to time. They grasp clubs and spears, or crossbows and great swords. Some even bear witchcraft cannons on their backs. The water is calm, but the many shadows form a torrent, surging forward. Charge, fight. Forever without rest.
War. The Sarkaz' war against everything, persisting through millennia, never ends. This is where the myriad souls of the Sarkaz return.
I see cities devastated. I see Originium blanketing the land.
Rhodes Island is straight ahead. Hang on. Shining, what's wrong?
The door has been opened. The distance between life and death is closer than ever now. It is something that all Sarkaz can hear.
We need to survive this round of impacts. The airship's been eaten up by Originium, which means the royal court casters are distracted. This is our only chance. There's too much damage to the vertebrae. Hoderer? I can hear it. Did the Fahrenheit speak to you again? What did it say? No, it's something else. I can hear all of history's wars happening at once. Look, Vina, is it just me, or did that big red thing above Originium get even bigger? Not just bigger, the red's darkened now. It's like the entire sky is turning into Originium. Storm's not coming down either. The size of kings can't cover a range that wide. The sarcasm will destroy the entire city, and far, far more besides. Amiya, you must make it in time.
Maybe the myriad souls will be able to finally rest in here. The myriad souls far away. Here, in this place where everything is still by Originium, only they continue to fight. Everyone hears low roars resounding above the Golden Sea. The Sarkaz's war will never stop. The Sarkaz's anger will never end. How interesting. Looks like a bunch of long-dead Sarkaz heroes are still fighting their asses off. I guess this is what they meant by a living hell. But why are they blocking us off? Hey, the thing in front of us, the tree root. Don't you guys think it looks like a tower? Do we have to climb it? You notice it the moment you step atop the deck. It stands tall in the middle of your field of vision, uniting the golden sea with the quiet sky above, yet not fitting in with either. Is it really a tower? It is taller than anything you can imagine. Why is there a tower here in the Originium Sea, where everything ends in stasis? The answer springs forth unbidden. Babel.
The airship's goal was here all along. She must be on top of that tower, guiding the myriad souls.
Indeed. She's waiting for us. Now it's going to turn into a tower climbing event. The tower is our only beacon in this featureless ocean. All the answers we seek are where we started. We will climb Babel and face her. And then...
Amiya.
Yes?
I'd say I'm pretty clear-headed right now. Making it all the way here, there's no way that I haven't figured out what I want to do. There's still lots of people on the outside fighting their asses off. If we weren't so quick on the draw, I think we'd be seeing a few more familiar faces here among the dead heroes. Hey, old hag. Bring your little monster out to help us. It's gonna be pretty rough all the way we're headed. I cannot do that. Monsters unable to appear here. I do not wish to arouse any unnecessary attention. Grr, another one of those reasons that you don't want to talk about. Dr. Misaki, I'm severely limited by the environment here, but it should have no influence on you. I will need you to move the ship.
I've never really taken the helm before. This is the deck, not the bridge. I've never really taken the helm before. If you believe in me, I'll try my best. Ooh, hello, hello.
You need not worry. The heading of this Rhodes Island does not depend on your skill at the helm, nor on any machine or energy generator. We are within Originium. You will have noticed by now that you hold special significance to Originium. The reverse is very much the same. It is equally as irreplaceable to you.
I thought I wasn't supposed to know this. I thought you wouldn't tell me this.
My silence has many reasons. Frankly speaking, I still have reservations on whether or not I should be helping you retrieve this knowledge.
Because of the things I've done in the past? I understand now. You said that you hate me. I hate me too. I hate the evil spirit.
Hate, torment, anger, I cannot deny it. At the time, I did not only lose Teresa, I also lost someone that I once hoped I could trust.
Me. You felt disappointed. Me.
I was very disappointed in myself. I was not completely aware of your changes, or rather, my preparations were insufficient to reverse the outcome. We were able to glimpse the first rays of light of our goal, but Teresa's sudden departure extinguished the flame. Once more, we are plunged into deepest night. If we do not make the right choices this time, the darkness will be eternal.
Maybe you shouldn't be trusting me again.
No, I should trust you. I did worry that if I allowed you to regain your memories regarding Originium, it might bring about unforeseeable changes. But over and over, you showed proof to me, to Amiya, to everyone, that my worries were unfounded.
Yeah, Kelsey, I'm not going to use Originium to end the world. I am using Originium to summon more operators, clearly. See, you can trust me, girl.
When it comes to that, anyways. The only thing I can say for certain is that we walk the same path. From Chernobog to Londinium, your experiences and your emotions have shaped who you are today. And now, you protected us, saved us from being devoured by the Originium and turned into complex flows of information. You made Rhodes Island appear, and have afforded us the opportunity to continue on this stillness. Dr. Misaki, show us the way out and find the right path for yourself. The direction that our future takes, where Rhodes Island heads next, it's all up to you now.
Alright, I knew that all along. Alright, I'm the chosen one. I got this. Rhodes Island. Advance. This is how I can drive. I'm using Logos' power, basically. You feel the movement of the ship beneath your feet. Dang, is this how Logos feels when he does his incantations? Passing through the Originium Sea, passing through the army of myriad souls. The tower gets ever closer. Ooh. Why is this sea so choppy all of a sudden?
The myriad souls are affecting the surrounding environment. The assimilated universe is no longer stable.
It's hard to move any further. The deceased Sarkas are blocking our way. It's hard to move any further. The myriad souls are angered. They're all looking this way.
Sure, let them gawk. They can watch me step on their heads. Gonna run right over them.
Ooh, hello, hello. How am I today? Small and tired from running around a lot, but it's okay. I ate some food before the stream, so at least my tummy is happy. A great wave resembling a palm swats at the tiny Rhodes Island. W grins and laughs. She takes a running leap into the wave. W disappears into the maelstrom in an instant, but the next, her laughter rings from within the golden mist. Haha, I knew it! The thing isn't a part of the Originium Sea. I can blow it open. I never thought I would get to open up. Babel. The sounds of destruction ring out, from the quiet cracking to roaring collapse. The great pillar to the sky should not have been damaged by such tiny bombs, but some of its roots peel back, hanging down towards the minuscule people aboard the ship, providing a route from the deck to the base of the tower.
Let's go, quickly.
Thank you, W. You climb the fallen structures with all haste. To your surprise, the white material feels soft and pliant, almost like some sort of cloth. Amiya, up here. I've got you. Amiya touches the roots lightly. In an instant, countless hands stretch towards her, from the sea, from atop the tower, from the void. Close your eyes, Amiya. Close your eyes. The king spurs them, the king drives them, the king enslaves them. The king rules us, the king leads us, the king inspires us. You've arrived. You are among us. The myriad souls. The Originium Sea is close to boiling. The myriad souls thirst for the king of Sarkas. The myriad souls wish to force the king of Sarkas to stay.
Go on ahead, Amiya. Go into your highness, obtain the answers you seek, and overcome them.
Logos?
I also miss her highness, but we have long since bid farewell to her. When Babel still yet roamed the earth, the first circle of our fellows vowed to dedicate our lives in service to our ideals. Her highness and I were no exception. As for the voices of the myriad souls, I will respond. I have been waiting for this moment, ever since I sang my first elegy.
Ooh. The will of the myriad souls is a frothing sea, billowing furiously. Their hands clench swords, their hands leash Fahrenmuts, their hands command 1,000 armies, their heads bear identical crowns. They are the lords of the Sarkas. They are the eternal existence of the Sarkas.
There are no roads that we have not walked, no hardships that we have not shouldered. You have not the strength to match us. You have not the fearlessness to match us.
They examine, they interrogate. Countless fleeting emotions condense into a raging swell, enough to wash away any will of any individual. But through 100 crashing, surging waves, then 1,000, then 1,000,000, the one before them stands firm. He's gonna be standing there menacingly at you, myriad souls. The young Sarkaz lifts his bone pen, pointing it towards all the nameless kings of Sarkaz. He needs no words. His curses are his answer. Logos is gonna take all these grandpas and make them go sleep. Like, Grandpa, go sleep. It's past your bedtime, Gramps. Go sleep, Grandpa. I gotta keep him alive. Okay, I got him from here. That's fine. This be fine. Well, Myrtle's just here to be cute. Okay, yeah, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's be fine. Okay. Can you just, like, not, sir? Alrighty. Ooh, more dudes are gonna come out soon. It's okay, I can beat up the Beyblades. Get them Beyblades. Good job. No Beyblades can stand against us. Ooh, that one dude is just standing there menacingly. But it's okay. Man, that's not the best range, but it's fine. Yes, fine. You know, why not on this side? Might as well add on another ally. Boop. Now look at Logos having his concert here. He's having the ultimate concert now. Oh. Oh, yeah, everyone alright. Go get him, Susie. Ooh, just out of the range. Good job. Beat him up. Heh. Alrighty, who's next? Okay, no fear. Thank goodness for Golden Glow. Alright. No fear. Oh, time to beat up another dude. Uh-oh. No, this is fine. Go get him, Susie. Susie, please. Susie, you are a savior here. You are the best hairstylist. The best hairstylist. The greatest hairstylist ever. We can never underestimate the power of the hairstylist. She's almost ready again. Once he's ready, I can bonk him with Susie. I'll let the guy go a little bit closer. I'll eventually have to tackle it in normal mode. Just because, you know... Oh no! Oh no. But as I was saying, just because I want those rocks, because I want to buy more outfits, I also want to buy... I want to buy everything. Okay. Susie was the MVP here. Ever since King Yillis died, I continue to see him many more times. His emotions and experiences remained within Civilite Eterna, but there were marked differences between them and my memories of him. My impression of him was of a man who was always sitting at the center of the chamber of the royal court. His head hung low, never speaking a word while other members bickered amongst one another. Ducario and Nasalem believed him too weak, telling him plain to his face that once more the Black Crown has erred in its choice of successor. He never responded. He merely continued to stare out the window, his gaze enraptured by the thick smoke billowing out of the furnaces outside. Only after his death did I know that Yillis was a remarkable caster and artisan, once dedicating his time to researching arts that would improve the living conditions of the people, planning out all the possible ways that Kasdale could step into the Crystal Age. He traveled for many years. Once returned, he persuaded the revenants to prepare to raise an immense furnace in the heart of the city, larger than any other. But once the crown fell upon his head, the newly coronated King of Sarkas slowly slipped into silence. The sudden burden of all too many emotions and memories is a pain beyond measure. Many chosen by the crown did not have the time to leave behind their names, so swift was their death from madness. But Yillis did not fall into insanity, he bore it all. It was thanks to his lucidity that he fell further and further into despair. The Black Crown has revealed the truth to him, and to me in turn. All that we can envision, the entire future of the Sarkas, is most likely to be yet another loop in the cycle that is the tortured history of our race. All that we build will end in ruin. War will tear apart this Kasdale. War will kill him. War will kill me.
Whose side are we on now? Okay. Roars! You can't keep going much longer.
Ooh, hello?
Come on. Take down the bastard and the witchcraft altar be useless.
A crossbow bolt lodges itself into the Sarkas' chest. He takes no heed of it, continuing his advance. Beep, 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 beep. He lowers his head, seeing that the bolt fletchlings protruding from his chest have begun to shine. Boom! The cluster bomb within the Sarkas' flesh explodes. A multitude of concentrated explosions, faster than even powerful witchcraft can heal.
Did it work? Haha. She really is dead. Damn. We blew him up sky high. All that's left are just bits of bone. This idea is amazing. We don't need to fear these monsters anymore. Wait.
The Sarkas' remains begin to glow. The soldiers instinctively begin to retreat, but it's too late. Boom! A spurt of flame and Originium dust envelop this corner of the battlefield.
My patriarch, your body! It will not hinder me in battle. The Victorians, they're fierce. They've adapted quickly. They're on the cusp of finding means to counter our ways. Our losses grow by the minute. Our warriors will not surrender. Our defenses line still stands strong. Indeed, my liege. It is enough. I believe in Teresa. This has not changed, not even now.
I have talked to Teresa's about Guldo, the city maker, many times. The children of soil and stone had long since scattered across the land. I was in no way able to replicate his deeds, but with his unique talent for commanding gargoyles that he used to quickly lay down the city walls of stone. However, I was able to learn much from his decisiveness and leadership. A clothes maker, a city maker. I jokingly told Teresa that perhaps Guldo and I were more alike than I thought. His face turned rather serious all of a sudden, telling me that he would not allow me to share the same fate as a king, betrayed by those he called his closest companions. I was never able to share all of Guldo's thoughts and feelings with Teresa's. Guldo's final emotions had embedded themselves deeply into my mind. The last thing he laid eyes on was not the Diablo who betrayed him, but the city that he and his countless fellows had brought together. We knew that Guldo would not be the last king of Sarkas slain by the ones they hold dearest, nor was his city the final Kasdale. Or Guldo. As long as there are still those who yearn to return home, Kasdale will be reborn from the ashes. Both BM and TAA are currently clear. You can proceed down those routes. The Originium crystal cluster shouldn't reach them for the next 15 minutes. I-9's no good, Faced. The beacon just changed color. The Originium mountain next to it is a collapsible risk.
Closure. We've scouted ahead on I-903. We've got wounded. Looks like they're civilians.
Yep, saw it already. I'm sending I'm sending a buggy to you. Make sure to meet it and get what defensive equipment and medicine you need out of it. It'll know where to go next. Oh right, there's also 2 drones headed your way. When the fog rises, keep an eye on the signal lights. Green means no problems ahead. The exemplars will provide support at I-901.
I can't help but ask Closure, but how many things are you controlling at once?
I'm still doing alright. I've got 7, 8, a dozen of things in total, looks like. And I've got my eyes watching a few others besides. The situation's a lot more complex than most other Rhodes Island catastrophe support missions, Fang.
Don't worry, I'll be careful. Closure, you should also...
Comms interference? Looks like drones I-76 and I-78 have lost signal.
Funds of supplies. There's meds and eats. Nothing that can be used as weapon.
You can have the food and medicine, though don't take more than you need.
You really gonna try and make demands when you ain't got a weapon? Wait, vampire?
Yep. Don't worry, I'm not with the royal court, and I don't know how to use arts to rip all your blood out of your body with the snap of my finger.
Ah, if you really are with those bastards, I'll stick my sword through your neck, right here and right now.
You're not here on a mission, are you? Manfred wouldn't have sent a team who didn't recognize our logo. I know that saying this to you isn't going to change a thing, but this position's about to blow real soon. Do you mind not getting in the way of my work?
Arg. The crazy catastrophe's coming back around. Damn, the royal court and whatever insane thing they pulled out of their behinds. I ain't staying in this blasted place. Hey, this is 467. You guys read me? I said.
But yeah, since this is our first time meeting Teresa technically as our current self, I feel intimidation just because of the way she looked at us last stream. To me, it was the face of disappointment. It's like, I'm sorry. And now I gotta face her.
The mercenaries who attacked the camp have been dealt with. Go, Closure. You should move to the next safe location.
Sure, my thanks, Master Assassin. Surrendering? If you are, then you can come along with us.
Not like I've got any other choice now. Since the war progressed, more mercenaries have been scattered all over the battlefield. They're likely to return to old habits without the military commission's commands keeping them in check. We will most likely be encountering many more attacks like this one.
Wasn't it the same deal back in the day?
It was. No matter if we must cross catastrophes or horde of enemies, we will do our best to allow everyone who wishes to go home. Has there been any news from the military commission? I heard they just killed a Victorian Duke, and that it won't be long before they bag their second and third. Have you had any good meds lately? I want to heal up this busted leg of mine. Even getting rid of just 1 or 2 rocks would be good enough to run a bit faster in battle. You are heading to Londinium too? Londinium? How am I supposed to make it there? Even if I wanted to go, the region's not going to want me. With this war, it's going to end up at Kazel sooner or later, right? Those Victorians and Lathanians, they're not going to let us off easy, are they? You should probably start planning ahead too, little fella. Keep polishing that weapon of yours, and remember how to use it to kill. The military commission. After so many years, is our city really about to...
Huff, huff. I finally caught up with you.
Your...
Oh, Ermengarde. Hey, hi girl. Your fellow professional? I mean, being a messenger. So many years have gone by in an instant. I've been away for far too long from Castel. Not too familiar with it nowadays. I heard that I would be able to find who I seek in these coordinates. Would you mind telling me how to get to the former location of Babel? Our progress on Babel's work saw heavy pushback at every turn as expected. I was never worried about failure, but I did not want to see there. I dove deeper and deeper into Civilite Eterna. Kelsey reminded me that this could put a strain on my body, but this was short, and I had to make every use of every resource that I could. In the end, I managed to find the Far Chaser, the very first king of Sarkaz. I saw a faint vision of a war that engulfed the sky and the earth, a crowd of people being devoured by despair. And then, what was perhaps Originium, I could not say. It looked far different from the black crystals we were familiar with, glinting with the cleanest luster. Our king of Sarkaz, defender of the first Kazdel, offered his very blood and soul to it. Soon after, eternal night descended. All sound and light faded from us without a trace. The Far Chaser had renounced his name and left little emotion within Civilite Eterna. I believe he did so intentionally. He embraced the darkness on behalf of all Sarkaz and buried himself within it. What I had stepped into was a cold and desolate tomb. I paced back and forth within, lost in thought amidst the silence, up until the moment that I realized that the darkness was not as desolate as I had assumed. Ooh, light. A tower. Only by building a tower tall enough could we reach the darkness above. Everything we build will collapse into ruin and be swallowed by the sands. This is true, but our will and our desire to allow us to rise back up from the dust millions upon millions of times. We climb. We climb. We never stop ascending, crossing over the limits of our knowledge. Until we transcend the darkness. So this is why there's a tower here. Well, somehow or the other, looks like we managed to reach the top. How long did we spend climbing this thing? Feels like I've been climbing for ages. Indeed. We might need to climb a bit longer. A little longer. Hey, Bunny. What are you blanking for? I was listening. To the dead guys with a limited vocabulary nagging away? Haven't you gotten tired of them by now? Amiya knows whose voice she heard. The King of Sarkaz is among the myriad souls. The myriad souls wishes the King of Sarkaz will listen. Amiya cannot help but follow this voice in delving into the depths of Civilite Eterna, fumbling about amidst countless fragments of space and time. A ring chafes against the palm of her hand. If only she could remove them, she would be privy to secrets ancient and new, and all the details of the past would flow into her brain. Not now, Mia. Dr. Kelsey. You're being influenced by the myriad souls. In their impatience, they're willing you to accept their choice. I wish to understand her emotions. Then you must face her. We must all do so. She's right, Amiya. We'll do it together. I know. Other than the myriad souls outside, I can hear the voices of your hearts clearly. The doctors, Dr. Kelsey's, W's. Those who dare use arts to peep at my thoughts tend not to last long. But, since we made it this far, I bet we're pretty much thinking the same thing anyway. Urgency, nervousness, and a brimming anticipation. All vivid emotions that contrast with the echoes in the deadly silence. Let's cope together. We're very close now. Let me have a think of how we should tear down this transparent ceiling. Perhaps. She's already told me how. An eye within the darkness hangs above their heads. Around this, it appears to be the only light in the darkness, as if it was the one that devoured the brilliance of all other things. Amiya raises her head. Every King of Sarkaz amongst the myriad souls raises their head. Amiya stretches her hand out towards the rhombus. Every King of Sarkaz amongst the myriad souls stretches their hand out. Touch. These were the only words left to me by the first King of Sarkaz. The stone that shrouds us like nights is our suffering and our hope. We came here because of hope. At this moment, the Far Chaser, the City Maker, the wrathful cerulean flame, all the King of Sarkaz are with me. Even Eolus takes up his staff once more. They fight alongside me, for the sake of our shared duty, the duty of the kings. The future of the Sarkaz will be revealed here. Heaven and earth, up and down, light and dark, past and future. All of a sudden, they are reversed. At the top of the tower, that is also its base, At the end, that is also its beginning. Amiya hears a sigh.
We have been waiting for you, King of Sarkaz. Ooh! Oh my goodness though, we're climbing a tower. That must be pain and suffering since we can't bring out monsters, so I myself have to climb. Unless someone's giving me a piggyback ride. How are my noodle arms holding up? Then again, I can will things into helping me, I guess, so it should be fine. Now the myriad dreams. I got this. No fear.
We weren't imagining it. Heaven and earth reversed in the blink of an eye. Strange. I don't seem to feel any discomfort.
Do not be distracted by any changes of the rules of the assimilated universe. Mortals were never made to set foot in this place. There is no point in trying to judge the line between the real and the unreal based on our conceptions. Look up at the sky.
The golden ocean that Rhodes Island sailed is hanging above our heads?
Would noodles be counted as cereal? Would they? Nah, I think they're their own thing. Noodles are noodles.
And I'm pretty sure noodles came before cereal, so if anything, cereal would be noodles. Dr. Kelsey, I see Rhodes Island, and the training tides. The myriad souls calls to me. They're trying to pour down and draw me. Logos is still fighting the myriad souls.
I don't care how above and below change, tell me. Where's Her Highness? Doesn't seem like she's here at all. Damn, this place makes me feel uncomfortable. That disturbing kind.
But the voice that called to me, that was Teresa's voice.
The myriad souls. She's here. We've already found her. Enough riddles, hag. Look with your own eyes. Other than those weird pillars, do you see any?
She stops mid-sentence. Pillar, tower, myriad souls, Teresa. In that instant, she understands why her soul finds this place so comforting. The myriad souls have taken crimson roots here, extending to the furthest reaches of heaven. Those white pillars. They're Teresa's will. She's trying to stabilize the tower. She's been watching us.
Time does not flow in the assimilated universe, but this miracle continues to grow. It's even trying to penetrate the sky that we're standing on.
Maybe it already has.
If she could break through the limits here, that means... Why are you looking at me like that? I had to make sure this thing we're standing on is solid enough, right? Don't want to get it pulled out from beneath my feet when we finally get to see Your Highness. But the sky is more than what it looks. My bombs didn't even leave a mark. It's impossible to damage this place by any physical means. The limits of this place are set by the rules beyond the comprehension of Terra and incredible amounts of information. It permits neither change nor challenge. Could have fooled me. You're hiding something. Hood is right. This tower is broken through whatever limits you're talking about. I know you have secrets that not even Hood and Bunny know about. You've never been here, but you're strangely familiar with many things here. You hide it well in your face, but you can't fool me. Don't. We can't afford to waste any more time. If Her Highness has fallen asleep while waiting for us, someone has to put new batteries in the alarm clock. She's not as reckless as she looks, Kelsey. Ha. Give me a hand, Bunny. There's something I need to make sure. I was wondering, why would there be shadows in this hellhole when there's no sun and no moon? She throws her flashbang upwards. Rather than fall back to the ground, it keeps going up. The ball of light rises from the sky, flying towards the golden ocean, revealing a blurry shadow. Over there, Mia. That shadow that won't go away. He's here too. The Revenant? He might attack again. Careful, Mia.
I don't sense any hostility. It's like...
He doesn't even notice us. Wanna do it, Bunny? I've got a score to settle with them. He must know something about this godforsaken place.
Wait, W. This is strange. He's not like the other myriad cells we've seen, lingering here rather than leaving.
If he's here, does it mean he's dead too?
No, he's fine. In fact, he's never been better. He's fully at peace. I can feel it. A peace filled with sorrow.
What did Her Highness do to him?
Teresa saved him, retaining the last bit of consciousness that the Revenant had left. Not only that, she has brought clarity to this chaotic mind.
She cured his madness? She can do that now?
I don't know what Teresa's state is right now.
Can you communicate with the Revenant, Amiya? He may hold the key to the truth.
I can try. A dark wave ripples from Amiya, touching the black shadow. The shadow meanders and answers the king's whisper.
You. So it is you who arrived here after all, in the end.
The indistinct shadow opens its mouth. His tone is surprisingly calm, with no hint of anger. In an instant of clarity had arrived after millennia of torment, soothing his fury at long last.
It is no coincidence that you're here, Revenant.
Teresa saved me, preserving the fragment of soul that I should have disappeared. I merely followed her to this place, to witness the turning point of Sarka's destiny.
Where did you say Teresa, Her Highness is?
She has departed to retrieve the seed from the very beginning.
The seed? Amanam? Isn't Amanam already under Sarka's control? What else is Teresa trying to do?
Originium created everything in this land. It has been utilized in many ways, but no one has truly mastered it, except Her Highness. She said that she would steal the fire from the source of all suffering. Our curse will become the weapon that reshapes our lives. An immaculate garden for the Sarkas.
Controlling Originium at the origin.
After all we've been through, I think you know what this means, Doctor.
Teresa's fighting for authority over Originium itself.
The vision of Teresa and Teresis goes beyond the limits of all knowledge and Terra.
I can't let Originium become a weapon of mass destruction. There are no more questions. Kelsey gazes at you silently. You've been through too much together.
So you can talk normally after all. Not just all that crap about suffering.
I was human once. Humph. I'd raged against many things in my long existence. The invasion of the Ancients, the betrayal of the Sancta, the fall of Castel, and my rejection by the myriad souls. Until I came here and learned the true nature of the myriad souls. All I feel now is sorrow.
And you stopped making sense again.
Did you not see the myriad souls in the Golden Ocean? All Sark has struggled against the injustice of fate their entire lives. There is no release, even in death. The myriad souls are only broken fragments of information that linger in this space, imprisoned in another manner by another will. But Her Highness said that she would purge purgatory and bring salvation to all Sarkas.
You seem to be able to communicate with this old guy, Kelsey. Why don't you translate what he's saying? Is Teresa already able to modify the information within Originium?
This was her promise. Teresa keeps her promises. Ah, finally. Teresa.
What did you say? Where is she?
Amiya, the shadow under your feet. Shadow? How could I cast a shadow when there is no light?
No, this is not my shadow.
Amiya looks down and sees a striding white silhouette through the sky that she is standing on. Sky and beyond sky. Teresa and Amiya, reflections of each other. Amiya. Amiya hears a whisper. She looks up, and Teresa is standing by her side. She takes Amiya's hand.
Damn, the battlefield. It's changing again.